فقط من اینو زیرنویس کردم، گفتم بفرستم برای تاندرا بگم رو یوتیوبتون بذارید، بعد به بچه‌ها بگم آقا این زیرنویس من رو ویدیوشون تو یوتیوب هست، اگه خواستید بدون ریاکت من تو یوتیوب حالا اگه آپلود شد ببینید برید از اونجا ببینید. تو اینستاگرام پیام دادم، سین زد جواب نداد. تو سایتشون هم قسمت تماس با ما رفتم فرم پر کردم، جیمیل هم گذاشتم بهشون گفتم براتون ساب تایتل دارم میزنم، رایگانم هست برای خودتون بذارید پرشن، اونم جواب ندادن. و من داشتم همه فایت ها و گزارش هایی که حالا نیازی به ساب تایتل ندارم زیرنویس میکردم که نیازی نیست، ولی گفتم چون دارم برای اینا زیرنویس میکنم بذار کامل باشه، وگرنه مثلا فایت داره میگه اینو زد دیگه اصلا اهمیتی نداره ترجمهش، همون هایپ فایت. خلاصه گفتم بذار کامل باشه. بعد تا اینجا زیرنویس کردم، دیدم جواب نمیدن دیگه، بقیه‌اشو فایت ها رو زیرنویس نکردم، حقیقت به زحمتش نمیارزید، نیازی هم واقعا نبود. اوکی اینم راجع به فایت ایدید وسطش کستا دیگه چیز نمیشه درمونه. خب آقا مستند برلین میجر تاندرا 44 دقیقه هم بیشتر نیست، کار دوست قربان 44 دقیقه بیشتر نیست. یه سری مصاحبه های بین بازی ها بعد بازی ها و شرایطشون تو تورنومنت میجر برلین که چند وقت پیش بود هست، با روانشناسشون ابراهام صحبت میکنین. ابراهام یه روانشناس ورزشی خیلی فوق العاده خفنه که توی با خیلی از تیم‌های فوتبال اینا هم اتفاقا بشناسید کار کرده و اینجا با تاندرا هم هست، اینجا هم اتفاقا نشونش میده، خیلی باحاله. یه فضای کلا تیم و تو مسابقات و اینا رو رابطه بینشون رو میتونیم اینجا ببینیم که گفتم ارزش سینمایی خیلی خاصی نداره ولی خب باحال. بریم واسه اولش مامانم حمایت هم نمی‌کرد.
My mom wasn't very supportive of me because I dropped out of middle school.
I've known Nine since 2017 and we've met at the German Dota LAN. I think he wants to prove himself to the world because before Dota he didn't have much in life.
We were on the bottom and I asked her to buy me a new computer and I talked her through everything about what this whole esports is, about what I'm trying to achieve, and she actually did end up buying me a new PC and supporting me, and that is why I do really want to win with my friends and family attending.
یه اوضاعمون خیلی خراب بود، به مامانم گفتم میخوام چیکار کنم، برام کامپیوتر خرید. نایس. راهنمایی هم مدرسه انداختنش بیرون. What the fuck. بعد میگه به خاطر همینه ها، این ناینه میدلنر تاندرا، برای همینه مامانم اینا وقتی تو ورزشگاهن من بیشتر انرژی دارم که ببرم. نایس.
Playing a major in my home country feels very good. I've had tournaments here before, but nothing to this scale.
I think Germany is such a historic esports country. Like, we had the first TI here, right? So it's so nice to be able to come back and be able to experience this wonderful city. I've had such a great time in Berlin so far, and I'm looking forward to spending the rest of this weekend with other Dota fans and enjoying this lovely place.
تو آلمانه، ناین هم خودش آلمانیه. تیای اولم تو کلون آلمان بوده.
Berlin has been quite busy. I haven't had much breaks. Pretty much during this whole time we've been playing non-stop, been practicing, and on top of that there's a complete bomb from Valve drops a new patch, completely changes everything, and it's been quite stressful, but it's nothing that I can't handle.
After the pro major we had talks and we had to get our together, kind of like find the problems, try to fix them, and I think so far it's been pretty productive, and I hope we keep the momentum and keep the upwards trend.
So I decided to take a break during Dream League because I was feeling very tired, like I needed a mental rest, and I felt like it was more important to be ready for the major and make sure that I am in top condition to play here, and felt like it was better for us overall and it's more aligned with our goals.
اینم حرفش. ساکسا وسط دریم لیگ رفت ول کرد، میگه به خاطر این بود که دیدم خستم و اینا به هدفهای کلیمون نمیخورد، گفتم بذار برم برای این میجر آماده شم، یعنی خسارت کرد بود که اینجا خوب باشه.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. I really like it.
I like Stockholm, but the small PCs are back.
I don't care about that.
You don't until you do, you know?
Patch is very fun right now. I'm enjoying my games, my pub games, and it will be very nice, like very fun major, I think, for both viewers and players.
You look in the lane, You have blood grenade in the slow and shit.
Yeah, the slow. Like I played with the blood grenade and the gale. Like I felt like I could solo kill any hero.
میگه با ورمنسر یه گرنیت بندازم رو انمی
For the
میکشم
major,
سولو.
everyone was both excited and worried to play on a new patch because there's a lot of randomness involved. We also didn't really play any scrims with Saxa. New patch, things might be a bit random. We just should try to do our best and try to figure out the patch and just see how it goes, like not to worry too much.
اینم فقط بگم چون توش استفاده میشه. اینجا برلین میجر تازه مثلا 2-3 روز قبل میجر پچ اومده بود، پچ 7.33 فرانلاین. یه سری صحبتایی که میکنن برای اونه، میگه مثلا پچ جدید شده بود، ما اصلا یه سری چیزا رندوم بود تو بازی، نمیدونستیم مثلا چی به چیه. سر همین میگه خب لهجه فرانسوی اسرائیلی اینجوریه، اسرائیلی همینجوریه. شبیه فرانسوی آره. رندومنس. این همون میجریه که به تینکر
How about you kill the fucking anti-magic?
You went for me.
Yeah, because I cannot stun him. He's gonna fucking counter stun.
Oh, and I can do shit.
You cannot counter.
راجع به این بازی دارم صحبت می‌کنم. من تو فانه. بعد به ناین هم به شوخی میگن تاندرا ناین خودشون. به مسخره میگن تاندرا ناین.
Are you sure about that?
I feel like you were gonna die. The most hypnosis.
What are you talking about? I have perma stun.
This is 3 out of 3.
What do you mean? The
Stop
culprit?
putting socks on the back.
Culprit this time was meta.
Why do you think he put the one in the back?
I didn't force him to go there.
یا واسه کی میگه چرا ساکتر همش میندازی عقب. یو من ننداختم خودشه. اوکی.
What is that? Does that sound like on purpose?
White noise. I think there's actually just a leak. The gas leak.
این صدا وایت نویز است که میگفتن.
Maybe just bend the challenge. Like this pure band, sort of DX to be honest.
یه صدای پخش کردن مثل که صدا بیرون خوب نشدن.
Spirit from EPL, right? This patch before we start banning it. I think going into the first day of group stage, you don't really know on a new patch. Like you sort of have some idea going in, and you sort of hope it's right. Maybe you have some like educated guess, but you don't know for sure. Like some team that you play might show you something that your entire idea with what the patch was wrong. It's hard to be mega confident when you don't know if you're right or wrong.
So another attempt from Spirit's not going to pay out. Meanwhile, hang on, what the hell is going back here? What just happened? Tundra take a fight without Spirit's bodyguards around the lesson. We're going to close this one out. Last set of barracks soon to be claimed. Spirit, they're going to very much struggle. You know it's a rough game when the net worth is almost the same as the minute mark.
What a weird game. I was thinking we should have done something different with our map a bit after the Aegis, but we can watch it. It's not important.
هم آیوی 2000 اگه نمیدونی تی آی وینر با ایجی مربی شده.
He just doesn't have the damage by himself, and now with the BKB expiring, there is going to be no escape for Skeeter. The rest of the team, they want to fondle the area. Finally, Nine, alright, hang on. Okay. Look at the damage for the Alchemist. Finally, Nine starting to get the right clicks going. It's collapsed. Forced out to the left side, but the G's going to be eaten with the Underlord. A fresh health pool to be able to work with. They're going to hold him in place with the Roar as well, but they're not addressing Lau and Yatoro. So both the cores, they're starting to hit back as Tundra need to retreat. They're going to Delta split away as Saxa. They'll stop his TP just short. G's are going to get dropped, so our first series of Group B is going to go the way of a tie.
Do you think you could have gotten some assassin build that game to just like run around the map, kill the suits, and then we just farm the camps after? Because I think it felt kind of weird in mid game. We just didn't like all 3 cores are like fat, but like no one is ready to kind of go in.
TI 10 نبود.
What is this?
This is a plate.
Looks nice.
It's a nice plate.
There's at least a bowl.
I feel like they probably picked the up this last game, and I feel like they still like some of these heroes. I feel like there's a good chance they like the Storm still.
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Cancel that TP.
Oh god, oh god, oh
god.
They're waiting. Tundra's here.
Oh, what a blink.
They turn, they get him. The pulverized Nine, he's dead.
Nine's dead.
God. He's out of there. And now Skinner in the area wanting to do what they can. Can they control Muerta? They're doing some good damage. The blinding light, the pushback, disarm, but still living. Where's the detection? They get the dust out a second too late, but they still have the damage. Skinner, BKB, 9 in on them, and now in trouble. They don't have buyback on Muerta. And IG, oh god, the nighttime switch. That's so crazy. Forces out the BKB, stun, turn, Requiem, out, dodges for one, but now look at him. Skeeter, oh, but the Hex, the turnaround, and he didn't get the Aghanims off. tries to save himself and keep himself alive and does manage to. And now Emo in the duration of that BKB turns his eyes onto Skeeter, tries to find him. BKB still going, but the stun is there. The root control, but the stun.
این چه این با یه انگوش لول میزنه. What?
Keep himself alive and does manage to. And now Emo in the duration of that BKB turns his eyes on the Skeeter, tries to find him. BKB still going, but the stun is there. The root, the control, but the Sunder is off in time.
What the fuck?
Where is the morph? Does he have the damage that he needs? He's chasing 9. Can't find the right hero. And eventually spots him over there, but the rest of his team is dying. Emo, he's in the Terrorblade form, stealing some of that agi, but still a lot of damage out. Snaking with the stun on 2. That Shadow Fiend, and he is going to die. A buyback comes out from Io trying to say PYW, not going to happen. Triple kill for Skeeter, finds himself another Ultra. You know he wants to go for the Rampage, but instead they're just going to go for ending the game as GG is called. Tundra takes the series 2-0.
You want to talk about it? Oh, thank you so much.
This is the lounge anyway.
It's all good to me, I don't want it.
Alright, so thank you for inviting me back. It's been awesome, even just today, to watch you, just to see those really important words that I've been sending through to you.
Let's think about our situation at Tundra. What a win we had at the end of last year. You're now a team, a group of individuals that other teams are chasing, trying to now beat. Well, that's quite overwhelming as well. Maybe, just maybe, some of the players didn't quite get that right early in the year, but this is a team effort for all of us involved to make sure that we continue to learn from that experience and we continue to chip away at making sure that through the rest of the year, we get that right.
Everybody's beatable, great teams lose, but you'll be really hard to beat, and that is where you were at Singapore, and I think you're trending that way now, and that's a pretty exciting situation. That's what's going to separate you and give you your best chance to get back to TI and give yourself your best chance to win TI. And I think you can do that. Why not? Why not?
چقدر قشنگ نگاه دیدش، زاویه دیدش چقدر قشنگ بود به این TI بردن اینا. معمولا TI میگن خب ما که TI بردیم حالا چیکار کنیم؟ تیم اسپریت دقیقاً بعد تو تور سایت بعد بردن LGD میگن خب حالا ما TI بردیم چیکار کنیم؟ همشون میگن چیکار، یکیشون میگه خب حالا یکی دیگه میبریم. ولی این چرا چی بهشون میگه شما یه تیم خیلی قوی بودید، بهترین تیم جهان بودید، بعد کلی نتیجه خوب گرفتید، بعد سال بعدش که شروع کردید یه خورده متزلزل بودید، ولی خب بهترین تیم‌ها هم شکست میخورن. مهم نیست، شما یه تیمی هستید که همه تیم‌ها میخوان شکستتون بدن و خب میتونید برگردید به اون دوران اوجتون. چرا که نه؟ شما یکی از تیم‌ها هستید که خیلی سخت شکستتون میدادن، الان تو همون مسیر هستید که به اون سمت برید یه بار دیگه TI ببرید. چرا که نه؟ به جای اینکه مثلا بیاد بهشون بگه حالا بردید اب نره دوباره میبرید. خیلی جالبه، زاویه دیدش خیلی جالب بود به این قضیه. بعد چه روحیه‌ای داشت حرفش واقعا. چرا که نه؟ اوجه همینطوری بود.
A couple seconds for Arteezy. BKB still on cooldown though for the moment. Crit's gonna try and jump in and give him some breathing room to activate these abilities. Arteezy's gonna try and turn to deal with the Wraith King as well. Still with the reincarnations on cooldown for the moment. They're lacking the detection. Finally gonna be able to find some, but it's just taken way too long. Tundra, the damage has been dealt. They have way too big of a net worth lead for Shopify to be able to hit back in this game one, and in the end, Tundra, they're gonna take a very cleanly 26-minute victory from them.
So I think obviously this game was really good. Let's stay focused. The lanes just went a bit too well, to be honest, this game. Might happen again, it might not, but we just need to make sure we stay focused. I think something that we should keep in mind is I feel like watching this game, everything is going well, but sort of what I heard after is like we need to make sure that we keep our comms focused and as clear as we can. Because obviously when you're ahead, there's so much you can do. But if we can, it doesn't mean I don't want us to make calls, but we can make these calls while being very calm and clear. It's going to make our game even more fluid. And this next thing that's a bit harder, it's something we should keep in mind.
Critno TP,
میخواید کال بدید جو نگیرید، آروم باشید و واضح بگید همه چی.
Sets up for the stunning storm as well. Oh, they're in shambles. What a contest from Tundra. They take everything. It's not going to be easy. Abed A defensive use of the infest to give him some bonus health. There we go. Second static storm. Saberlight stuck inside the field. Is one of the few heroes that have a buyback, but thrones exposed and they're just obliterating the buildings.
I think the lesson there is there's no way you should be pressing your buyback unless you're absolutely 100% certain.
I feel like the lesson is we should not be pushing this middle. Yeah, that's probably. We should be happy we got the bottom backs and like call it a day. Like after, like with the beta that is top, and the chain is farming jungle, I feel like they can literally die 10 times in bottom.
We were doing it. We were killing them off cooldown. It's just they brought the chain came bottom and killed me. Like we were doing it. Like they were feeding off cooldown.
No, I know they were.
اوکی ساب تایتل رو میذارم تلگرام بعدش.
Can I get an autograph?
No.
Please.
I'll draw you a coach on it.
Couch.
I feel that's a good autograph.
Can you
I'll draw a coach under my name.
Just wait still f***ing much.
نه باحال بود. آیی کوچشونه، کوچ میشه مربی ولی کوچ که با یوه میشه مبل. بعد این میگفت بعد امضامو اسمم بنویسم زیرش یه مبل بکشم که مثلا من مربیم، مثلا بازی با کلمه بود. اوکی اینجا هم اسکیتر با 33 حرف میزنه خیلی خنده داره. دو تا بحثای مورد علاقه من.
Just wait till f***ing Microsoft releases direct storage for Dota.
I don't even know what this means. I don't even know. Why did you know what this means?
What is happening? You'll see. What? Direct storage.
یه دایرکت استوریج میخواد بیاد. نمیگن چی هست اصلا؟
It's like some tech they patented or whatever for Word. This is like
I feel like Oliver doesn't know what it is.
He just read about it in the technology newspaper. He reads every morning.
Okay, I will.
No, but it's called direct storage. That is the actual name. I mean, I cannot.
Skipper doesn't know either. So.
I cannot explain it. I don't fully understand how it works, but like apparently, like it's supposed to.
But do you think it will increase your MMR?
100%. Actually, 200%.
Talent will get caught hard by the support pudge. Especially, I guess it's good versus taking chances. The hook one shots the creep. I was being a little careless, and I had a few taps, and that kind of slowed down our early game. And even though our draft was pretty decent, we had difficulty in finding points of pressure because their lineup was very good at defensively. So we kind of had to turtle and farm our way back into the game. And once we acquired enough items and we were able to and levels, we were able to very convincingly win team fights.
He does it every fight, man, it feels like. Another vacuum onto multiple heroes from the dark side. That was a
خراب کردیم. فاجعه با کش کریپامو میزد ولی رفتیم فارم کردیم آیتم خرید
talent through the entirety of this game. And what a performance from Tundra.
همونه دیگه هوتن.
I don't know how much damage this Techie's Scepter does, but apparently it's a lot.
That's a lot.
Wraith King's first life gets blown up, and now you might be able to doom it on the second one as well. It's 23. Forced to try and stand strong off the back of the BKB, but the damage has been dealt easily through the magic immunity. And now Jabs, he's going to be chased down as well. There's no escape for the Bloodseeker, nor Q as well. A Doom used to cancel that, and in the end, I'm telling they lost 4. So it wasn't just a couple of heroes that went down. Tundra, what a defense from them. No more abilities to spam now inside these engagements. Tundra, they'll be able to reposition down to the south. Skeeter finds another angle to kill off 23. And with the buybacks lacking, there's going to be no way for Talon to be able to hold out this final push as Tundra once again. Another 2-0 victory for them. They are on quite the streak.
They look very tough to beat.
And I see them go a lot for after this pressure. They go for the wisdom runes at 7 minutes. So we should actually think about killing them on this wisdom rune or like being there to take it before them.
Into the middle, they want to take Snake King out of the equation, but the Enchantress is really make all they have to echo for it. And now BZM, he's isolated as well. Yuragi though finds an angle in for the Doom. Once again, it's going to be on to 9, but Skeeter, he can protect him. The Stone Cage buying some space, but it's not going to matter. BZM off the back of the buyback. They're just going to clean up the supporting cast once again. They'll isolate Skeeter. They'll leave him to last. They recognize they can have him completely alone. They don't have to fear about the Medusa with how they've itemized the Skeeter. And now that he's by himself, it is a worthwhile sacrifice from Tiger in the end. And OG, back-to-back team fights. They've got the momentum now in this first game.
Run into Yuragi.
want to doom him? Yep, Yuragi's not going to mess around. Skeeter needs some assistance. The boys are going to start to tip in towards the tier 2 tower, but his mana's getting evaporated. Skeeter, once it's gone, the health pool will soon follow. They're going to be able to get some separation thanks to the 4 staffs and Tundra. They'll keep him alive. Beautifully done, just at the nick of time.
We have pretty good track record against OG historically, even though they have standards now, so that we definitely did not fear them in any way.
Damage be able to bring him down. It looks like that'll be the case.
Skeeter's
gone, but he's going to fight it back and he's going to use it instantly. But OG, they can look to get the supporting cast before the Medusa's able to connect to the team as BZM onto the bridge. But the use of the recall means that Skeeter is back into the midst of it all. And OG, it's an all-out retreat for them. They've used all of their ultimates.
با مدوسا کامبک کردن. این مدوسا واقعا داستان بود اولی. با کاری نمی‌زده.
The damage is there from BZM. He lands a pretty good combo with the meatball. Skeeter's going to be in the middle. Crimson again, though, is just mitigating all the damage from the Phantom Lance. So they're going to turn to the easier target into Cryptrax. Crystal made him, but it just takes them so long. By the time they get the kill, the supports are still continuing to go down as OG are feasting right now.
I think we were actually kind of slightly outdrafted. We were a little bit caught off guard, and that was quite memorable for me because I kind of just lost the lane in our early game just by doing these few things.
We have currently, but for OG, they're going to end our night with a 1-1 tie.
No, it's just like we ended up being bad because ITP died. I got the kill, but then like I died. I think the roam can be fine. It's just if I survive, I'll come back bottom for the 6-minute timing.
تو یادته؟ راست میگه اوله بعد همش کنترل می‌زدن به ساکس بدبخت.
Is it actually boring? I feel like it's so fun.
It is fun.
میگه واسه سربره.
You should feel like you're flying on the server.
No, it is like you get so fat and it's very fun.
The Berlin major winners, hopefully.
Have you seen the movie Taxi?
No.
Are we?
تاکسی بود. تاکسی نه.
Not like Transformers, like a taxi driver.
It turns into a Transformer?
No. Transporter, I meant, sorry.
Huh?
Transporter. I meant.
Oh, is the Statham the guy?
Yeah, but it's not that guy. But like, there's like a guy getting into the taxi, and he says he needs to be fast, and then like the taxi turns into
like فیلم بود تاکسی مثل بنز میرن.
Supercar, you know.
این تاکسی قدیمی بود یهو
like a supercar.
عجیب غریب.
To my little friend.
The extreme gaming one, we kind of tried some heroes and we
we
changed things up a bit in how we wanted to play like early on, and we felt really good about it. We punished their heroes early on like a lot on the lanes and stuff. We managed to build like a lead very fast. Once we get going and it's like things kind of start snowballing in our direction, it's like we are pretty good at closing these games out.
Applause indeed.
I mean, just tap out now, Extreme, because Tundra's not going to go back and hit the tier 2 and go for Megas. They're going straight to the tier 4s.
I mean, I hear them as well. They're so loud.
اینجا چینی‌ها گند زدن دیگه. اکستریم هم چینی بود.
I hear them getting right now. They're screaming at each other.
دیگه دعواشون شده.
I hear them as well. They're so.
Applause indeed.
I mean, just tap out now, Extreme, because Tundra's not going to go back and hit the tier 2 and go for Megas. They're going straight to the tier 4s.
I mean, I hear them as well. They're so loud.
I mean, I feel like if you hear them yelling, you know they're going when you're somewhere. You don't see them.
میگه اینقدر بد داد میزنن میفهمیم داره میاد صداشون به کابین اینا میرسیده اینقدر داد میزدن میگه الان داد میزنن.
Okay, there we go. Here's the Oh, wait, the Dark Prince is going to come in. Uh-oh, problems. Big problems. A whole heap of problems. Oh, God. They used the Doom onto the Underlord as well, so that means the Omni Knight is free to be able to engage all of his spells here. Extreme have to be able to reset. Oh, he ate him. GG. That's it. That is it.
Going to the disco series, we were definitely confident. We know these guys like to play aggressive and they like to play active, so we were ready to play the same way. It was definitely one of the more fun series we played this tournament, and yeah.
The initial target for the moment, Dark Margot is going to be forced to use all the counter charges to reposition. rupture out, but it's on the Soxer. And meanwhile, inside the middle of the fight, they've got the lasso. So again, Dark Margot will not be able to escape. It's all on the back of K1 to turn this fight around, but he's getting kited around the tree. Snaking goes. K1 won't have an opportunity to even kill a support as Tundra. Up to a 13,000 net worth lead now. Nine's going to find an angle. Double lasso, drag back, skier. Oh, just free food for him to claim. No escaping for Beast Coast. One last attempt, not going to go their way. Tundra. Man, what a crazy drop, but the fact that they are able to execute it as well to an incredibly high level just showcases how goddamn strong this team is, and the form they're in as well is remarkable.
After we were able to like get to enough items, it felt like our lineup sort of rolled through them both games.
And maybe they can go for snaking after this. Freezing field's proven to be a pretty big issue though. Snaking just solos down the Undying, and he'll be able to TP out as well, right in their face. And on Saxa, he's looking for the finishing blow, and he's gonna find it. He might get to, oh, that was a huge blast. Both the supports on their last final breath able to get the kill, but I mean, Tundra, the support play from them, pretty on point. It's like, dude, I can't even get out of the base, and our Sacred, he can't get out of the base as well. Another shackle from 9, and of course they're going to be able to get more kills. You just revealed the location of Schofield. Easy breezy applauses from some of the members. Tundra, and there we go. The G's are going to be dropped.
I think that we played the lanes for Beast Coast really well. After we were able to like get to enough items, it felt like our lineup sort of rolled through them. Going into our last series versus SMG, I think we're for sure going to try hard, but we're gonna just draft things that we want tested it.
What's a 4? Is that like infants?
That means like for $10 you can eat 1 children.
Oh shit.
I do buy Wi-Fi on the plane. Yeah, but you said like it, to not be on internet.
I feel like you're arguing against yourself all the time.
Why?
You're saying the internet, like buying the data is a scam, but you buy internet on the plane, which is like 100 times more scam.
I mean, it is scam. Like the killer justification is that he can receive calls. Calls you. My mom. I mean, also that, like, I think you're being stupid here. Like, who the f do you call without internet?
I call my parents. I call Anna.
I can also call people.
Yeah, with internet.
I put like $10 on my card. It lasts like 2 years. So I feel like I can do everything you can do. I can even connect to the internet with the credits. But I just don't pay monthly. I feel like
بابا این میگه
things that we want to test a bit.
Kinder 10-year-olds.
این که شوخی کرد، میگفت کیندر 14-year-old، میگفت یعنی کیندر که به آلمانی میشه بچه، میگفت یعنی 10 یورو بچه بخور.
Kinder is kid.
What's a 4?
That means like for $10 you can eat 1 children.
Oh shit.
I do buy Wi-Fi on the plane. Yeah, but you said like you like it, to not be on internet.
I feel like you're arguing against yourself all the time.
Why?
این میگه چرا تو هواپیما پول میدی اینترنت میخری؟
You're saying the internet, like buying the data is a scam, but you buy internet on the plane, which is like 100 times more scam.
I mean, it is scam. Like the killer justification is that he can receive calls.
بعد دیگه بحثش اینجا میرسه. سیروسه میگه من فکر کنم منظور سیته اینه که برای این اینترنت میخرم تا هواپیما که بتونم زنگ بزنم اینترنتی، یعنی زنگ بهم بزنن. بعد این چی بهش میگه؟ میگه who the fuck called you؟ میگه آخه کدوم خریب تو زنگ میزنه حالا تو هواپیما میخوای 2 دقیقه اینترنتت قطع نشه. این خیلی قشنگ انداخت بهش. میگه مامان اصلا این خیلی قشنگ. کی به تو زنگ میزنه؟ اسکول. خیلی دوست دارم این بحثاش اینو جدی.
I mean, also that, like, I think you're being stupid here. Like, who the f do you
من احساس کنم همشون اسکیتر رو مسخره میکنن 4 تایی.
I call my parents. I call Anna.
I can also call people.
Yeah, with internet.
I put like $10 on my card. It lasts like 2 years.
این میگه مثلا کی دیگه زنگ میزنه؟ همین اینترنتی تماس میگیرن. میگه نه من به مام بابام زنگ میزنم، دخترم زنگ میزنم.
Pay monthly.
I feel like he needs to be checked out.
I don't care.
But the
You can
idea
do
is
other options.
اسیته اینا اینترنت ادیکت هستن.
I want to be picked by the great snake.
Third? Nice. You guys run it?
بچه لیکوید اینجا اینا.
Run it.
Go.
You guys play LGD or 9 pandas? Wait, no, it's
No,
LGD.
it's
این مربی این اسمش بیلیتسه، ویلیام. این مربی لیکویده. اینجا بچهای لیکوید رو من میبینه.
LGD or
LGD are you
میگه با کی بازی دارین و اینا.
Three-way tiebreaker.
Yeah, for not eliminated.
We always thought
It's the first time in major history that an 8-8 team will get eliminated. Good luck, guys.
Thanks.
Wait, aren't you guys guaranteed first?
Yeah,
Oh,
the matches
then.
are real.
Gonna be leading that charge. Half mana. Work it. Put out onto the Ember Spirit.
Well,
Moon's gonna be blown up right away. They do
Liquid
have a
Jug,
nice
no,
soul
after
blind
one
onto 2 heroes. They need to be able to take out 9 first. He had the roll up, defended himself a little bit.
I think everything kind of went our way, so not many surprises happened. So which kind of ended up in like a very swift 2-0. This group stage has been very easy. I was coming to this tournament thinking our group is much easier than the other one, and I think it ended up being the truth. But only playoff will show which group was actually stronger. So we'll just have to wait and see.
We felt good after the group stage. Obviously, we were not really challenged, so we felt really confident. We felt good. We had the choice between Liquid and LGD, and we decided to go with LGD.
آقا اینم بذار بهتون بگم، من نمیدونستم خودم. مثل اینکه تیمی که اول میشه میتونه انتخاب کنه با تیم سوم یا چهارم گروه بغلی با کدوم بازی کنه، چون اینا قراره همه دیگه از دو تا گروه بیان بالا با هم بازی کنن. نمیدونستم من اینو. مثل اینکه اگه اول بشی میتونی بگی با کدوم بازی کنه. یعنی میتونستن بین LGD و لیکوید انتخاب کنن که جلوی کدوم بازی کنن تو براکت. اینو من نمیدونستم. اینجا فهمیدم.
We felt good.
گفتن احساس می‌کردیم گروه خودمون آسون‌تره، همونم شد همه رو بردن تو گروه. فقط مساوی کردن.
We had the choice between Liquid and LGD.
بین لیکوید و LGD بوده، گفتن ما با LGD بازی
challenging Liquid to break the curse is not a bad idea, but since we are fucking hungry for DPC points, we should just fucking take LGD and deal with Liquid and DPC, no? I feel like we take.
این میگه که میتونستیم لیکوید رو انتخاب کنیم اسکیتر، که چون ما 7 دست پشت سرم به لیکوید اینا باختن. میگه میتونستیم لیکوید رو انتخاب کنیم که ببریمشون دیگه، این هشتمی نشه، استریکشون رو بشکنیم که اتفاقا استریم هم کردم من. خوشحالی بعد از برد داشتیم با زنجیر عرفان و اینا، اون بازی کرسو شگونده. ولی اینجا با اینکه اسکیتر میگفته لیکوید رو باید انتخاب کنیم، بقیه‌شون گفتن LGD، در نهایت LGD رو انتخاب می‌کنن. دارن راجع اون بحث می‌کنن.
sending liquid into the same side of the bracket as gladiators.
Oh, I mean now you sold it to me even more. Because gladiators usually winning as Liquid, right? And we
So it
winning.
looks like finally Skeeter agreed with me that we should have picked LGD.
No.
That's what I
That is what I heard.
No.
That is what I heard.
می‌بینید 4 تایی علیه اسکیتر شخ می‌کنن. جالبه.
You give yourselves your best chance to have your best possible performance when you're focused. That's the number one rule here. F for focus, F for flatline. Focus and flatline of emotion. Refuse to be distracted, refuse to tilt. We're the best in the world at doing that. Stay the best in the world at doing that tonight. And just as importantly, a final F, a third F, and that's fun. Love every second of being immersed in the game, of being focused, of being flatlined. Love to play, love to compete, no matter what. Stay focused, stay flatlined, have fun. That's how you guys perform well. That's how you guys give yourselves a great chance to win.
That's going to spot the bit of aggression coming.
سه تا چیز رو رعایت کنید. یکی استری فوکست، متمرکز باقی بمونید. دو استری فلت چی؟
You're focused. That's the number one rule here.
دومی
F for focus, F for flatline.
flatline emotion. میگه F for flatline emotion. flatline emotion یعنی تو بازی احساس خوشحالی یا ناراحتی یا هیجان یا غم زیادی نکنی. همون رو حالت خطی فلتلاین، یعنی خیلی تخت، منشم تخت احساس، تخت بمونی، چون پرفورمنس تو حالتی که متمرکز هستی و تمرکز داری و احساسات تخت بالاتر نشه. اینو کسی داره میگه که مثلا جزو بهترین روانشناسای ورزشی کل دنیاست. یعنی میگه تو بازی سعی کنی هیجان زده نشی، ناراحت نشی، از اتفاقات خوشحال نشی، بهتر عملکرد بهتری داری در نهایت. اوکی، سومی هم میگه have fun. حالا اون فانه یکم کلیشه‌ای هست که آقا کاری که می‌کنه لذت ببر و اینا، ولی این فلتلاین بودن من نشیدم. ما معمولا فکر می‌کنیم که مثلا از احساسات غرق احساسات بشیم و نمیدونم خوشحال بشیم با انگیزه که حالا نه، اون احساسات بهمون کمک میکنن ولی میگه نه هر چیز ساده تر و بی احساس تر باشه در واقع فلت باشی بهتره. اینم خیلی چیز جالبی بود.
And that's fun. Love every second of being immersed in the game, of being focused, of being flatlined. Love to play, love to compete, no matter what. Stay focused, stay flatlined, have fun. That's how you guys perform well. That's how you guys give yourselves a great chance to win.
That's going to spot the bit of aggression coming in from Tundra. They're going to keep it going anyway. Still manage to find the initiation. Planted 4 stabs up to the high ground. At the same time, the war stop. Onto the Mورد. Gets off the BKB. They use the duel. Oh, jeez. Disarm on Shiro meant no damage during that duel. Throw out the Doom onto the Panko. 33 is going to chase after him, hit him with another War Stomp, and let Skeeter do the deed.
They know he has nothing right now.
Yeah, they're running out of 4 stabs. They're running out of abilities. That's it. GG. Game 1, no contest. It is just Tundra all the way.
In the first game we won pretty convincingly. It was pretty easy. We were feeling good. The team morale was high. So then going into game 2, maybe we're feeling a little bit too much. Maybe it's a few blunders.
Pelican needs to save on the Alchemist. They get the stun on and nothing to say. Nothing to say. Open up, but he eats the cheese. Consumes it. Ice Blast coming into the fountain. PSG LGD. You want to farm some heroes? No, they're going to close out the game. They're going to hit the Ancient. Back into it, nothing to say though. Arrow lands onto the Bat Rider with 9 controlled up as well. They're just throwing bodies out there, trying to delay the end of the game, but it will not happen. PSG LGD taking this game 2 and pushing us to a game 3.
I wouldn't worry too much. We f***ed them early and just it was a Naga. Well, obviously, we just need to adjust. We have high priority this time. So it's looking good. I think we want second pick, right?
Yeah.
You're muted, coach.
Oh, this is an opportunity right here! Finds its last on top of 2, it's looking beautiful! Trying to clean him up with the Ice Blast debuff, build on him, they've gotten 2. Is the Sven going to be able to get away again? He goes in, he's going after the Bloodseeker! Through the gate! Get through the gate! Get through the gate! He got through! Why You Smile and Zeal are on the other side of things though. 9 is going to pop back in, they actually managed to grab the Sven. Again on in the corner, kiting him around. He can't actually do anything, he's satanicked. Trying to heal up off of that one, but he's got the control. Planet trying to hide away right next to the gate. Okay, we've got more buybacks coming in from PSG LGD. Oh, 33, he hopped through the gate to be able to get nothing to say, but it couldn't zip away in time. He dies and he doesn't have the buyback. All these heroes are stuck though on the wrong side of the gate.
This gate, it's destroying them.
From the third game, we just decided we want to play a bit more normal lanes, and we ended up winning our lane very hard.
It is not the fight that they were looking for. Back into the fountain they go, but Skeeter is farming through all of that one. GG is called.
You lay on the couch.
I reserved back corner of the computer, of the puddle.
جاهاشون تو این
Told me guys.
Win or lose, we had a day off.
Told me if you win, you will get a day off.
I wanted people to earn it.
You didn't know. You didn't know.
No, I did because they the loser, 3 loser.
If you did know, don't lie to me.
I don't know. I just want to encourage my boys.
اینجا کی میگه استیکینگ سیاسا سر کار گذاشته. میگه به من گفته بود اگه ببریم فردا استراحت میخوریم تو براکت اگه ببریم. بعد الان اومده بردن بازی اومده جدول نگاه میکنه میگه ما چه میبردیم چه میباختیم استراحت بودیم. اینو به ما دروغ گفته. الان فشاری شده میگه چرا دروغ گفتی. بعد میگه من میخواستم بهتون جو بدم مثلا تشویقتون کنم که ببریم که استراحت کنیم. استیکی خالی بسته سیاسه.
No, I did because they the loser, 3 loser.
If you did know, don't lie to me.
I don't know. I just want to encourage my boys.
Are you good? You're leaving?
Good to see you, Dan.
Dan ابراهام روانشناس داره میره.
Listen to them read them.
I get to roleplay down again, just like TI.
ولی گفت بهتون پیامینا میفرستم اونا رو بخونید گوش کنید.
I know the Tundra players are simply focused on right now, this pub, this scrim, right now today, this game. They're intelligent. They're not predicting any kind of great success. They're just focused on the process. They know that's all that they can do. Let's see where that goes.
آها اینم قشنگ بود. اینم اگه نفهمیدید میگه ما با بچهای تاندرا الان مایندست اونه که رو همون لحظه تمرکز کنیم. هرچند که کلیشه‌ای به نظر میاد ولی اینا فهمیدن، آدمای باهوش هم هستن، فهمیدن که همین پابی که الان دارن بازی میکنن همون رو باید تمرکز کنن، همین مچ تمرینی همون لحظه باشن، الکی نشینن بگن آقا فرد قهرمان بشیم چی میشه. برای خودشون هی تصورات اینجوری نمیکنن که آیا اینجوری به فردا اینجوری میشیم اینجوری میشه. گفت بهترین کار رو فهمیدن اینه که تو همون لحظه تمرکز کنن، ببینن کجا میره، بهترینشون رو همونجا بذارن. خیلی کلیشه به نظر میاد ولی واقعا چیز سختیه که مثلا تا 1/4 بری هی برای خودت تصور سازی نکنی که برم فینال چی میشه، فینال به کی میخوریم، نمیدونم هیجان زده بشه. این خیلی کلیشه ولی واقعا کار سختیه. رفتن جلوی 9 پاندا همون تینکره که تکمیلشون کرد.
Obviously we know their players and we have some sort of idea of what they draft. Overall, we were feeling confident going into the match.
Couch. This is not couch. This is the current table. How dare you?
9 پاندا رو خیلی نمیشناختیم ولی پلیرهاشون اینا رو میشناختیم.
He had his arms up, couldn't find the distance, and Nine saw was going to find his way to the other side of the cliff, but might turn into a big old fashion team fight as Ramsey jumps in. 33 with the pin of malice. Finally, the Doom comes out. Soxa looks to be done for Roger. Getting healed by Antares. They want to keep this Chen alive, apparently. Nether Blast is there. It's a 2-for-0. 9 pandas. The concoction continues, so ends up being 3 kills netted. Yeah, there's still 2 available. We're going to fight in the mid lane. Skeeter gets off his Wraith Fire Blast, focusing. Oh, Antares able to be saved by his Eon Disc as the Doom is procced onto the Wind Ranger. And that is a nice pickup.
It's a dieback
for 9 pandas. Absolutely. 2 supports dead with no return in sight.
This game ended very fast to some death push. It was a very stressful ending, and then when the ending just happens from one to another moment, it's not easy to get like into the after game mindset.
Heroes still remaining for Tundra. They still have the Aegis. Skeeter finally jumps into the frame. They're just going to focus down the Ancient. All they have to do is right click and that's it.
It'll take like 2 minutes. We can talk about this.
گفت انقدر زود تموم شد بازی، ما تموم نکردیم بازیو. یعنی اینجوری بود که معمولا بازی طول میکشه، تقلا میکنه، یهو مردیم، اومدن جمعمون کردن، مثلا انگار بازی هم تموم نشد منتالی.
This last game and then we should probably forget about it.
I'm trying the whole game. Talk about we need to get the Chen kids out of bottom.
فشاری شده.
Skeeter just telling me not to panic. We are literally losing tax. I don't have TP. I don't have gate. You cannot. Why the do you think this whole game revolves around when I say we are panicking? Snake is tipping bottom. He's tipping for a reason. There are 20 skeletons about to hit a TP. I don't have I don't have.
Why are you screaming? Calm down.
Let's go get out of here for a second.
سیاسه داره پاره میشه.
Panic when the Rax is literally above.
After the first game there was some frustration.
این اگه یادتون نیست بچه‌ها، این اون بازیه که چن رو می‌بینی تو 9 پانداست، رفته بود 3-4 تا ترول گرفته بود، این دارک ترولا کی بچه میداد، با بچه‌ها یهو میرفتن تو. 33 میگه من گفتم آقا تیپی کنی، داره رکسمون رو میزنه. بعد اسکیتر بهش گفته آقا پنیک نکن حالا، یعنی نترس چیزی نیست. بعد میگه بابا دارن بیسمون رو میزنن، چی پنیک نکن چرت و پرت میگی. سر اون عصبانیه میگه واسه چی میگی پنیک نکن، بیسمون رو دارن میزنن. بعد اسکیتر بهش گفت داد نزن، آروم باش داد نزن دیگه، اینجا رفتن بیرون.
After the first game there was some frustration between me and Skitter and a bit Soxa. Some of the ways Skitter was communicating during the game were not very good, and that led to a little bit of conflict. Everyone was a bit emotional obviously after the loss.
Okay, so one thing, I think this was a very stressful game where kinda got out of hand. It's whatever. Just need to remind we're playing for top 3 right now. Just 2 wins and we're top 3 already. Everything is fine, nothing has really changed. And I think the worst thing that we can do is like letting it get out of control right now. We are still in control. Like whatever happened last game, let's just forget about it for now. We can talk about it the whole evening. Just realize we are still in control.
I think the main thing is because they want to do so well, sometimes that emotional stability can be lacking. So that's one thing that we've been working hard on, to become more emotionally stable, and that's another important personality characteristic when it comes to learning and competing and engaging in the sport.
Mero might be.
گفت اینا چون خیلی براشون مهمه که ببرن، گفت اینقدر براشون مهمه ببرن، بعضی وقتا از لحاظ احساسی به هم میریزن وقتی میبازن و گفت این نقطه ضعفمونه داریم روش کار میکنیم. بعد گفت تو ای اسپورت کلا این خیلی مهمه، راستم میگه که چون شکست براشون خیلی سخت تموم میشه. مثل اینکه
Gonna go on top of Skeeter. All right, they have the damage with the Mystic Flare. Nice kill on the position one Naga, but Fox is the real one you gotta worry about.
این بازی دوم که بونتی هانتر رفته دنبال استارک تکی میزده. پاره‌شون کردن گیم دو.
I love that Fox is the one that gets it.
بعد ناین هم خدایی خیلی قشنگ اومد، اینجوری بود که آقا خبری نیست حالا بیاین ولش کنین دعوا شد، چون نمیشه دعوا رو نتیجه گیری کنی که اونجا گفت ولش کنین، بعد از اون کلا میشیم روش حرف میزنیم، فقط صرفا حواستون باشه ما اومدیم واسه تاپ 3 بازی کنیم. به این اسکولا باز زدن مثلا این فازا بود جمعش کردیم چون تو دعوا هم نبود خوده اینجور دادن دو دقیقه یک شد رفت گیم 3 به من پانداس یادش بخیر
We sorta just let the tinker through, which is a hero that almost no team plays, so you don't really have a lot of information on it. You don't really know what to do against it exactly, what are the best picks, what is the best playstyle against it.
میگه نمیدونستیم جلو تینکر چجوری بازی کنیم چون هیچکی بازی نمیکنه. اینجا تینکر کشید لیترالی تکیه پنج میزده واقعا تکیه پنج
As you can see, 9 pandas,
they
want to finish this game now. So they were able to kill the Tinker once. Can they do it again?
I feel like without these heroes, they're not able to find the late game scaling that they're so comfortable with. This is something I watched from Rams's interview, is like they can always feel like they can win because they have the late game scaling. But if I were to take that away from them, then they would not be so comfortable. Sometimes you just have to learn these lessons the hard way.
من میدونستم هیروهای مثل تینکر که لیت گیمشون خیلی قویه رو وقتی اینا دارن تو مسابقه رمزی فهمیده بودم که اینو دارن خیلی کانفیدنس بالایی هم دارن که فکر می‌کنم میتونن ببرن، ولی من باید ازشون میگرفتم که ولی خب درس نگرفتم مصاحبه اومدم یه بار به تینکرشون باختم تازه درسشو اینجوری گرفتم راه سخت. روز تولد استیکینگ هم بوده
Usually I spend most of my birthdays either in tournaments or maybe at boot camps. In the past month I haven't been home at all. I have a lot of family in the US, especially grandparents who are a little bit older. These are like moments I'm sacrificing and missing to make my goals work. So obviously I take these things very seriously because at the end of the day it is a sacrifice you have to make. Alright, I've learned the trick of cutting this now, guys.
Okay. میگه الان بعد برم مثلا پیش پدر بزرگ مادر بزرگم سنش هم بالاست، منظورش که شاید مثلا سال دیگه نباشن ولی خب این لحظه رو از دست میدم دیگه، اینا سکریفایس هایی که دارم میکنم واسه هدفم. شاید ما نفهمیم واقعا چقدر ارزش داره ولی 2 دفعه تولد نری خونه واقعا پیش خانوادت سخته واقعا. فن بلدم واسه بریدن که گند زد.
It's looking good, guys. I hugged the beer for good luck.
اینجا رفتن لور براکر.
I don't know what like gummy bears, basically. My dad really likes wine gums. Hazelnut Schnitten. Say this word.
در خوراکی‌های آلمانی رو تلفظش رو سعی می‌کنم بگم.
Sorry, Gruwitchman. Yo, Tundra 9.
آلمانیه. بیا اینجا ببینیم چی میگه.
How do you say this one? Tori, saure Glühwürmchen.
Close enough.
اصلا نزدیکش هم نگو.
Knusperflocken? I feel like I'm sort of close on that one.
Okay.
I think the most important thing is that we keep emotionally level. We make sure that no matter what happens, like we're putting on our best game. It doesn't really matter what's happening in the game. If we don't respond to the pressure, we make our own. We're just gonna think about being the best team we can be, and we're gonna be hard to beat.
Part of like creating our own pressure is just talking about playing ahead and what we want to do.
Let's make sure we respond to people, especially if people are trying to make a plan. We should build on this plan. We should think, does this plan involve me? Am I needed? Blah blah blah. And how can I make this plan work?
این بازی ببازن حذف میشن دیگه. اومدن لور براکت. جلوی فکر کنم
Liquid is a team that I personally want to beat just because they've been beating us so many times now. I just want to break their streak and finally have the last life.
Back down as the range fades away, and it looks like Mickey, hopping to the other side, trying to go for the neutral tonight, he gets it! Oh, a big clap from Mickey, as yes, he dies, but he managed to limit the effect, the positive effect for Tundra.
All up here.
He's gonna come back in. They're gonna go for this one, but so is Mickey. Closing in, will be able to finish off the Coddle, and they already got the Doom out onto the Brewmaster. That's big. The double BKB duo is gonna be able to push through this soft Skeeter. Trying to keep his distance from that bear, wait out these BKBs. They still have this Doom. It's only for a few more seconds. They need to be able to finish off now. It's a close call, but it looks like with the leer, 33 gets it off. The primal split goes off, and now Liquid are gonna have to fight through that one, or are they gonna get punished? That's gonna be the Aegis down first. Now flips on five. Not quite enough. 9 hit by the stomp. 9 trying to get away from Zai, but he doesn't have any more steps. And dissimulate in 1 second time. He's got to be able to juke this one out. Misha moving inside the pit. They don't know. They're going to stop chasing because they need to help out. Mickey's been kited around. Mickey's dead.
Double buyback paying off for Tundra here as they get back to the fight. That Aegis times out at the wrong instance.
He's got the Lotus, but he's still going to die here without using it. Insania trying to go for the Z.
این داداش ناینه. این داداش ناینه که اولش میگفت وضعمون بد بود، مامانم برام پی سی خرید. این داداششه.
He barely makes it out in time. Tundra
این گیمر من یادمه.
It was a heavy cost.
برومستر کشیدم واسه 33 کلی فارم کرد اول بازی، یعنی تاپ نتورس بود. بعد ناین بدبخت رو ول کرده بودن وسط، من فشار می‌خوردم گفتم چرا به وید هیچ کی کمک نمی‌کنه، اونور همه کمکش می‌کنن مید لین اونا رو. همون هم شد. برومستر یوزلس شد. انقدر فایت نکردن اونا، فارم کردن دیگه بدون آیتمای 9 هیچ کاری نمی‌کنن.
I feel like a lot of times it was Liquid setting the tempo of that game, but here it felt like it was kind of the shoe was on the other foot with Tundra hitting that 20-minute timing and trying to find kills. Liquid, they're finding late game kills, that's for sure. Another 2 supports, big top Boxy continuing to get these last hits with the Dagon. He's trying to work towards his Dagon 5. You know, give me all the kills, guys.
The first game against Liquid, we were like very passive and we kind of let them farm a lot. They had like some minus Doom, they had some Marisa Battle Fury, and the game was like very slow. And they just kept farming and we didn't really react. We built like Pipe Crimson and we wanted to kind of take fights more, but we didn't get the chance or we didn't force the issue. So yeah, I feel like just strategy-wise they beat us on that front. It's not like I don't think we got played too much or something like that, but I feel like they were more prepared going into the first game for sure.
Remnant into blast into all in, but he gets off the BKB first, and immediately the AoE Doom still going out from Zai. It's absolute destruction. They just wipe out the heroes in that little AoE.
Got silence on Mickey.
Gets on the edge, so where's that eventually? They have the Lotus Sword to be able to help him out here. The freezing field is really nice. But the damage is just not quite there. Zai TPing out in the middle of a fight? Okay.
Can you punish it?
Maybe. It's not looking like it. Mickey may just be a bit too strong. The illusions just get torn through. The Ember and Mickey's Ursa have no problem delivering the AoE damage in game 1.
What a brutal beatdown.
Yeah,
seriously. Tundra got nothing done that game.
We sort of had to find a way to get together and look for kills. Because, as Saxa said, like these guys are playing super slow. Honestly, they weren't making any moves early. There's just like one mid pressure and that's all they did.
When I'm calling that these 4 minutes are not that important, I feel like there needs to be heroes coming.
دقیقاً حرفی که من زدم اون زد، میگه من فکر میکنم باید میومدین کمک من یزیدا وسط. میگه من کالم داره هیچ نمیاد.
These 4 minutes are not that important, I feel like there needs to be heroes coming. Because I knew this was gonna look like that if we don't play for it.
We'll just make those adjustments and we'll be able to help 9 on the road better. I think guys should just pick a shit up.
اصلا واضح بود. بدبخت بود و ول کرده بودن وسط دورو فارم. چه فشاری خوردم سر این بازی من.
The draft was just really hard for us after the start. I think we all played them on the map. Like we have this like same lead the entire game. It's not growing, so we shouldn't feel bad at all right now.
Both of these teams, people might have suspected we're going to be upper bracket teams, but nope. They both find themselves in the lower bracket. One of them is going to be going home after this series. Liquid taking the first game in convincing fashion. Can they pull it back to 1-1? Mirror.
They can, but they're going to have to make some serious adjustments because Liquid just outclassed them entirely.
He was not expecting that, the punch back.
Oh, and he is low. They can definitely catch up to him. Nisha, he's going to have a little bit of mana to get jumped. Oh, as lightning light, the clips. He clipped him with the Illuminate, but it wasn't enough damage. But at least they'll be able to run down Insania. They're gonna spot 9. 9 blinking, unable to get the Dragon Tail stun, and is gonna be blown up at the start, it looks like. And with the silence out onto 33, he couldn't get the jump he was hoping for. Nisha actually jumped him instead. Boxy chasing after him, trying to get the bombs to go for the TP out, but the blast off, it lands first, finishing off the axe.
Skeeter cleaned up the backside here for Liquid, so they're losing decent silencer.
They're going to be able to get this Roshan. And maybe they'll get the initiation too. 9! Oh, we fumbled on that one. In some trouble, pops his BKB. He's trying to go to the portal. No, he's going to be denied immediately. Blast off, hits on 2 with the global silence over the top. Maybe they have the Aegis, but maybe it doesn't matter as the heroes are just being blown up.
Got melted, man. That ramp, the clump, Boxy's AoE destroyed them.
Taking the first hero down, Ursa starts to work on it, but the damage, it just doesn't match up. Not compared to what the Bloodseeker and the rest of Liquid are able to do to you. Hold down the bear, finish him off, and GG is called. Liquid will 2-0 Tundra once again.
You guys have gotten much better at handling losses. How have you felt that your journey through this tournament is going to help you towards your next TI?
There's not much to say. It just always sucks to lose, and we'll just try to learn from it and improve and not get too down.
To summarize the whole tournament, I think we did pretty decently. The whole group stage, you know, we managed to fall short in the playoff, but whatever. All our efforts are gonna be aiming towards the next TPC and doing well there as much as possible, and then hopefully in the third major as well.
This year, qualifying for TI is like maybe even tougher than last year. And the European competition is like it's always been tough, but it keeps getting even tougher. So just to qualify for TI from Europe is like already a top 3 team. It's like very hard. We feel good about it, and we feel like we can do it still.
Obviously, not the result we wanted, but you know, overall we got some points.
300 points.
Life is not so bad. We shouldn't feel bad about this at all. Yeah, I think it's just important that everyone just takes the time to mentally reset. I think we're just like on a steady upwards progression, especially since Lima. The individual performances in terms of fundamentals have gone a lot better. That means that we've got a pretty good foundation developed. And once we have that foundation, I feel like in this team, it's very easy for us to go into really good form.
اینجا اتفاقا نفهمید. گفت ما از دوران لیما مثل این که داشتیم نگاه میکردیم وضعیت تیممون و پیشرفتمون و دیدیم تو چیزای بیسیک فاندامنتالی مثلا لسی زدن، چیزای خیلی بیسیک بازی که همه پلیرها باید جدا از اینکه تو چه تیمی دارن واسه خودشون. گفت تو اونا ما آمار گرفتیم دیدیم خیلی بهتر شدیم، مخصوصا از لیما میجر تا الان. گفت سر همین به خاطر اینکه بیس همه پلیرامون قویه خیلی برام راحته که دوباره بیام یه تیم خوب بشیم. دقیقاً کاری که کردن اینجا هنوز تو تورنومنت بعدی دی پی سی اول نشده بودن، ولی بعد این میان تو دی پی سی 7 تا بازی 7 تا برد میگیرن، 7-0 میشن. دقیقاً چیزی که میگه.
Every time I see the fans at events, it reminds me like how much you guys empower us to do what we do, and you guys make it super cool. I wouldn't wish to do anything else in the world. Sorry for a sort of disappointing tournament result. I wish we could have played more on the main stage here in Berlin, but I think we'll come back stronger. So please continue to support us.
یه وقتی طرفدارا میان این حس اون دست میگه که واقعا دوست نداریم دیگه هیچ کاری، مثلا میگن بعضی وقتا میگه کاش مثلا من فلان کارو میکردم، کاش این کارو نمیکردم. میگه طرفدارا رو که میبینیم این حس به اون دست میده که نمیخوایم هیچ کاری دیگه بکنیم، همین کار خوبه، بهترین کار داریم میکنیم. مثلا جی خیلی رابطه‌شون با هم حال کردم حقیقت من تو این، مخصوصا 33 قشنگ نرد خالصا. اینم از این. آقا خسته نباشید. من این زیرنویسشو بچه‌هایی که حالا چه بعدن شاید از یوتیوب چه بچه‌ای که هستید تو اینستا هم میگم، اینو میذارم تو تلگرام یا جایی، بعید میدونم کسی این چون تو یوتیوب فایلش، بعید میدونم کسی بره اینو دانلود کنه زیرنویس بذارش، ولی برای اینکه حالا شاید دوست داشته باشید خودتون ببینید شده، من زیرنویسشو میذارم برای دانلود.